What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel, and for today I wanted to share some gameplay with you guys using Moon Knight, another one of the characters that you guys voted for in the last tier 2 event. Now, Moon Knight is a character that I should have tier 2'd a long time ago because of the fact that when he first came to this game, he was one of the best characters in the game and in his class, hands down. Thanks solely to his tier 2 passive. Moon Knight doesn't have the greatest DPS because of the fact that the majority of his damage is on his 5 skill. However, what makes Moon Knight, or rather what was making Moon Knight one of the best characters in the game, is actually his tier 2 passive. If you take a look right here, you'll see that every time he goes below 30% HP, he would recover for 30% of his max HP, and that was on a 7-second cooldown, which is very short. This cannot be affected by your skill cooldown, so you can cut this in half, but that was still a very deadly tier 2 passive. However, in the last year, we've gotten some incredibly powerful characters that can one-shot Moon Knight even with this, so Moon Knight kind of fell down the ladder. He's still a very good character, but he's no longer what he once was. So since the last time you guys have seen my Moon Knight, I'll show you guys how he's currently looking right now. You can see he's ranked in the top 2000s, and overall, his build is pretty solid. I do not have his uniform touched yet, and I don't think I'm going to do it for now because I have other characters I want to work on, but I'll show you guys the rest of his build and then we can jump into some gameplay. For the gears, this is what they all currently look like right now. The first slot has 2 physical attack and 2 critical damage. Second slot has 2 physical attack, 1 critical damage, 1 HP, and the last 2 slots right here only have 2 physical attack because I'm waiting to get some more HP oars to give him. That way he can heal himself for a bigger amount of HP every time he goes below 30%. This is what the overall stats on Moon Knight look like. As you guys can see, he has 118 for attack speed, and I think I definitely need to give him some more attack speed. He has 75% for critical rate, 197 for critical damage, 45% for ignore defense, and 50% for reduced cooldown duration. So overall, it's a very solid build. I'm missing a little bit of ignore defense here, but that will be made up by my cards whenever that get right. I gotta pray to Orange Jesus and hopefully he delivers. As you guys can see, the skills are all at 6, and Moon Knight, the majority of this guy's damage is on his 5 skill, so that's gonna always be your priority. The rotation I like to use with him pretty much everywhere is to go something like 5 into 4 and then go into 3 and then go into 2. The 2 is an iframe if you get the uniform from Moon Knight. If you don't have the uniform, it's not an iframe, so keep that in mind. And to be honest, without the uniform, I generally just leave this skill out of it. As you guys can see right here, I have Power of Angry Hulk, and that's one of the best ISO sets for him because of the fact that you get a little bit of attack speed, and I find that it helps for me. You can also give him something like Drastic Density or Binary Power, but keep in mind that's going to lower his DPS, and Moon Knight doesn't have the greatest DPS in general, but it will definitely make him a little bit more tanky if that's what you're going for the character. For me, I decided to go offensive with him, so that's why I have critical damage, critical rate, and a 120 proc here. The uniform, like I said, is at normal, and I have no intentions right now to rank this up. Hopefully he gets another uniform that makes him a little bit better, but for now, this is what it currently looks like. Alright boys, let's jump into Shadowland right here, and I'll show you guys how Moon Knight performs against the Black Widow Rumble, something I couldn't do with him at tier 1 because he just didn't have the survivability or the damage, but now that he has his tier 2 passive, he can most definitely do it. Alright, so we're gonna have to press Gamora here. That way she doesn't bleed us to death. Goodbye, Gamora. Nice try, Widow. Goodbye, Sharon Carter. See you later, Elsa. You're not gone yet? Okay. Bye-bye. Been nice knowing you. It's hard to believe that once upon a time, Moon Knight was the best we had to offer in the combat class. But that is the case, boys. Now we have at least 20 characters that can do this stage in the combat class and take less damage than him, but he can do it at tier 2. At tier 1, most definitely not. I'm not sure how he killed Wither with that because none of his attacks hit. But let's jump out of here and I'll show you guys how he performs in World Boss mode. I believe we have the double rift activated today. Yeah, we do. I'm not even sure how he's gonna perform against Crovis without ignore dodge strikers. So we'll test it out here, and then we'll also go test him out against Quicksilver. Let's grab Hulkling and who else? Sif, Scrubs. Alright, so this should give you guys a good idea of what his DPS look like. Especially since a lot of it is gonna be dodged. Gotham needs you, Moon Knight. I need a little bit more attack speed on him. Nope. More of the attacks are hitting than I thought would be it. To be honest, I expected this to be. Oh, there it is. There's the dodge. There's the annoying dodge. And he's gonna dodge some more. See, this is kind of how you should play Moon Knight. How I was playing him earlier is not how you should play him. He's more of a character where he hits you a few times and he just kites away. And then you just watch his cape float. And then you just attack again. He's not supposed to be up in your face. He's a ninja. Okay, not sure why it flashed the white there. As Proxima made her entrance. But to make your exit too. Yeah, power up, girl. You got this. Your husband couldn't do it, but I'm sure you can. Not. Bye. She made it. Booyah. Alright. Let's go try him out against Quicksilver. And we'll use the exact same team as before. Grab Moon Knight. Grab Hulkling, since that's all he's really good for. And we'll grab Sif. Let's play. Let's see if he has what it takes to take down Quicksilver. The dodge. The dodge. You can run, I can run too. You can dodge, I can dodge too. Damn, the entire fifth skill misses. That really sucks because that's where all of his damage is. Okay, time to heal, Moon Knight. This guy about to buff himself again. Whew, all that pierce. I'm not trying to run into that storm. Yeah, this is taking a while, as you guys can see. And this guy has me trapped. Whew. Let's dodge some cars. This guy about to off me. Come on, we got this, Moon Knight. I believe in you. Do it for the old days when you used to be king. Oh, how the mighty has fallen. This guy took a while to clear it there. And as you guys can see, his HP dipped pretty low in that one. But that's kind of how Moon Knight is because of his passive. You have to let him get really low on HP if you want to get that heal, which is good and bad at the same time. I wish he gets a uniform in the future that actually makes it so that when he goes below 50%, that's when he heals. Because now the characters are so strong, they can literally just one-shot him as soon as he goes below 50% because his defense is not really that high. So yeah, that's all I have to share for this one, guys. Let me know if there's anything else you want to see with Moon Knight, and I will most definitely try my best to share that with you guys. As you guys can see, the time of this guy being the best combat character in the game has long since passed. He's definitely a good character, but you definitely need to play him a little bit wary. You can't just be up in the face of the enemy because of the fact that characters are just so strong in this game now that they can literally one-shot him before he gets off his passive if you're not careful. But that's it for this one, boys. Like always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace and love, and I'm gone.